We got a first pick TA once more. After you just got completely dismantled. After eHome got completely owned. What could go wrong? Third time's the charm. Let's go. Home. I don't know what to say. Like, it's actually just...
I feel like I'm in the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Like, I'm insane. I feel like I'm going through insanity. It's like, do I want my TA to work? No. Okay, and then Winter Wyvern and TB get picked. Yes. Pick it second.
What?
Like, that's it. That's all you gotta do.
And they
And now they're picking
just pick the Luna into TV.
Now they're picking Luna. I'm not a good enough player to be this upset at it because I feel like analytically it's just not fair. But I'll temper my aggression and just say I can't believe they've done this.
Hey, I mean, Black, listen. eHome did it with TA Luna. It worked.
Not against TB though.
TA second pick,
True.
right?
Yeah, and they also... What do they play against? What carry? Oh, Medusa. Yeah.
Medusa, yeah.
A little bit easier to handle than a Tarot Blade, I'm afraid. Especially with those two cores. I mean...
Well, already throwing up the RNG 2-1.
It's a quick night, guys. All right, pack it up. All right, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the lower bracket final.
It's just,
Good night.
like, maybe they somehow win. I don't see it happening, but maybe it happens. It's like, why would you put yourself in a position where you have to work so hard for a win if you could just do it better, draft better?
You have to work at like 200% though to get this win because you've put yourself on your heels already. It's like, hey, do you want to start a tug of war? Okay, sure. Well, we have 5 people on our team and you have 1. Okay, go.
Yeah. I think the good thing that I can see from this draft from MagMa is they have a little bit more magic damage. So it's not just going to be Winter Wyvern literally pressing E on someone and they're going to live. They've got the Timbersaw, Lion Finger of Death, yes, that's always good. Luna's a little bit of mixed damage, so that's the kind of one shining hope for me that doesn't make this feel like an 80-20 already, just by seeing the first 4 heroes. I think this makes it a little closer, but it still is not going to be nice by any stretch of the imagination. But I just think that they have this idea of TA first pick and they can deal with this Winter Wyvern TB with this little bit of extra mixed damage kind of thrown in.
What you need to realize too, though, is that this Luna is going to get countered. Because they are going to last pick their off-laner, and the Luna is probably going to lose the lane, and TA Ember is pretty even, but if Luna loses lane, and TA wants to farm triangle, and Luna wants to farm triangle, you are in deep trouble.
Your
Timber's also
SOL.
going to make space.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Definitely going to be SOL in this game, and that is not good. I mean, if you can have one off-laner here, up against this Luna Black, what are you picking? Because I don't want to say my answer first.
Well, I would have liked Broodmother, but that was the last ban. Well, I'm gonna tell you after they pick their pos 5 or 4, depending on where Lion goes. Because Luna is a pretty strong laner, especially with another range hero. Oh, you can fill until they pick, or they just pick. Elder Titan Luna. It's a pretty strong lane. What could possibly beat it?
What was the last words in your previous sentence? Ranged hero? Very ranged. Very hero.
It's a briefcase.
Or fist.
Oh, he's got a rock
Briefcase
fist
or
now.
Oh, the rock fist. That one is actually so epic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
How
that might be one
about-
of the best cosmetics.
Necrophos. So free.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. New heroes? Are we
It's
doing
actually
this?
the freest necro game I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. I
And
like
if they
that.
pick it, they just win by default. But of course, RNG wants to do it the hard way, and they pick Axe.
Okay. It gives them a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more lockdown. They've got that pure damage. The dunk feels nice.
You got
Might
the
not
fist.
be as good into the Elder Titan. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The fist feels pretty strong in this lane here for MagMa.
Dude, it looks so menacing. Look at that. And it only has 3 fingers for some reason.
Yeah, well, it's probably because his hands, it's 2-2-1 in the
Yeah,
glove.
he does like a Spock. Kind of
Yeah.
like this. He also gives
Well-
a thumbs up too, which I think is really cool. When he's like idle, he does like a little thumbs up, which I think is pretty dope.
All right, Bkop, who you got, bro?
Man, this convincing draft on the dire side of MagMa has really convinced me, and it was convincing me to pick RNG. I'm going to pick Royal Never Give Up. I have no doubt in my mind. If I'm wrong, I'll retire. I'll tell you that right now. I'll put that on the line. If
shit,
RNG
all
lose
right.
this game, I will literally retire.
I guess
That is-
I'll
that
have to
is-
find
that
a
is
new partner
woke.
for tomorrow.
Retire
woke
from
right now.
predicting
Like, holy
games.
shit.
I'm gonna go RNG too, but not putting retirement on the line. Like, I'm good.
All right. Well, that'll be good because if RNG loses, then we don't have anybody for tomorrow, lads. So fingers crossed that this is the way that my analysts think it's going to go with RNG. So, lads, let's get into the final game of tonight.
Yeah, thank you very
Alright.
much.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup. You can't forget the beaucoup. It's very important.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, that means thank you very much. I'm gonna be very polite.
Oh, hell yes.
So what's the win condition, Bkop? They have to own Terrorblade in lane, which they will with Timber Saw, so that's good. But Luna... Actually, Luna might also win the lane. Okay, they gotta win lanes. If they win all lanes, they can win the game. Because this time they are not hard-counted on lanes. They actually have pretty decent ones. Oh, they put
I'm
an
interested to
ops
see
up there.
D-Stones on this
This
Ember.
can't be the same move as last time.
Oh,
It is.
no. First spike comes in, Acorn bouncing around, but they don't want to commit just yet. The reflection, though, it's pretty
FPS
decent.
drop with all the illusions spawning from the reflection was pretty insane.
Yeah. And now
But
they
yeah.
know that that ward is there, and they'll get themselves 100 gold.
And MagMa did the same move in game 1. Like they're, you know, they like to repeat the things that have been done in the past. The TA Ember is 50-50. Axe, Hoodwink is a pretty strong lane. I mean, maybe a little scared for Elder Titan Luna that they could get overrun, but bot lane should be very easy. Like TB and Winter is a super weak lane against Timbersaw. We're probably gonna need a vessel.
Like such a strong one.
Yeah.
And then I guess the question is, how quickly does Ember move off lane? Like that's a long time to be controlled. Despite if it's searing chains coming through into a bushwhack, like that's almost guaranteed.
Yeah. It's going to be... It's going to be very problematic. Like, Ember can crush middle. You know, like, if Winter chooses to not really play a whole lot on the bot lane, but try to focus on the mid lane, this Ember can own TA very easily. And then the snowballing Ember is going to be very tough to deal with for the Dire lineup. If you get like a fast Maelstrom BKB, you just have free reign over this game.
Right.
Well, actually, they're playing Winter Wyvern top and Hoodwink TB bottom to make the lanes overall a little bit stronger. Okay.
I
definitely like don't hate that, actually.
but Hoodwink, if not careful, couldn't Hoodwink get like gut punched by this Timber?
Yeah, potentially. Like Lion Timber is a pretty strong lane.
Winter Wyvern's actually getting chased pretty hard and might go down to first blood here.
One more beam, one more right click.
Oh, and there it is.
Oh, that dealt so much damage. Must have been like the highest damage roll possible.
It's a good first blood there. Like you said,
Yep.
they have to win all their lanes, basically.
It's not a good start for Flyby. Although he did get the first wave for free, I guess. The Elder Titan just keeps hitting the Wyvern. Once they're level 2, they have a little bit more damage output though. Like, Wyvern needs the Splinter Blast, and then they can maybe aggress on the Luna.
See how quickly Flyby can get into that Vanguard as well. Normally like
So has to
6
be
or
careful.
7 minutes.
Strike is dealing a ton of damage. Nice.
Yeah, and
keyword
it's
as
not
well.
like that DK lineup where you can use your passive to just withstand all this. And now MagMa going down to God King. That's gonna be the first kill for RNG.
Interesting. Well, I guess that's the only kill they can really get on the bot lane. There's no way Timber is ever gonna die. The line has to be extra careful with his positioning. So far, TB is farming okay, but as the levels grow, it's gonna get harder and harder for him to stay in the lane. Flyby on the axe. Farming decently well, pretty close to his ring, which is what he needs to sustain himself in the lane. But Red Panda is giving all the experience to him. I want him to get level 2 fast, just so they can pressure Shylock.
Does the pressure, though, matter if Flyby can just survive here and get the levels? Like, are you gonna get a kill in this lane?
It's about limiting the Luna's farm as much as you can, right? You don't just want to let him farm free in the lane. He already got the first blood. So limiting him would be pretty important, I'd say.
Kinda.
Ember is losing mid lane pretty hard right now.
And by 6 CS and 7 denies, it's been a very good lane for the TA up to this point. Flyby now losing his courier as well.
Yeah, Deschamps has to go to the jungle. That is not a good sign for him. But things are falling into place for MagMa. Like, what needs to happen is happening. And potentially can snowball that.
At least for right now. God King, though, he's having a good lane and should be happy about where he's at the moment.
Yeah, but it's gonna change soon. When Timber hits 6, there's no way you can stand there. Even level 5 should be already pretty hard.
And most likely he probably falls back into the jungle.
I mean, even now you can already see how much Harris damage he's taken from these whirling deaths. And now Axe is cutting creep waves, which means Luna is gonna be 100% free farm here. I'm just very worried about
still
his
getting
Ember
that
Spirit.
soul experience too. He needs 6, right? Like, if he wants to make a rotation, he's gonna need 6.
Yeah. He doesn't need a whole lot of farm for it, but you just never want to lose lane to a T8. It just feels really bad. Because TA is supposed to not do really well in lane and then just go jungle and out-farm you, but if he owns you in lane, he's gonna out-farm you even harder in the jungle. Oh, God King has to be a little careful. Ooh. That's the Fairy Fire. Oof.
Yeah, doesn't have 6 yet, doesn't have that Sunder.
Nice Quelling Blade cut though. Otherwise the Timber Chain might have killed him.
Red Panda getting run down by Kaz a little bit.
He has a lot of right-click damage right now. Oof.
Does get that salve off, so does survive.
This early game is not looking good for RNG.
No, not at all. As they're gonna lose Flyby. Like, that's not something I think that should really be happening unless you're putting yourself out into a really poor spot. And you're making this game have a lot more potential than I think there needs to be for MagMa. I mean, yes, they can win their lanes and ultimately find themselves in a decent spot in this game, but it seems like RNG are kind of giving that to them a lot more willingly.
I gotta admit, I didn't think that this game would even be close. Not this game, but the series in overall. But MagMa have been playing a lot better than I thought they would.
Ooh. Felix getting blown up by TZY and just getting run down past the tier 1 tower.
Level 6 Timber. That's the big problem. And that's what we spoke about. Luna is winning the lane, so he can stay there. So TA can still freely farm all that jungle as much as she wants. And that's really the biggest concern I've had. So now that that's out of the window, they actually have everything it takes to transition into a good mid game.
Yeah.
And Ember is not nearly farmed enough to get a fast vessel.
Tap onto Felix, but they get the bushwhack. Not doing any damage there to Dust. God King just trying to farm where he can and get that Dragonlance. You've got treads being built here for Ember.
And there's no stacks at the Ancients for the axe. Usually we see like 5-6 stacks and he just gets his really fast blink timing. Not this game. Not at all.
Poor Spike lands. And now they're going to go in for Miam Miam, but the sweep on the back lines of this, they'll still get the kill onto the Lion, and D-Stones will look to kill Kaz for a second, but will bail out of that. Has the Remnant to come back, switches over to Phase Boots. Picks up the blades of attack.
Yeah, and bot tower is about to fall. Again, the TZY Timber Saw causing a lot of problems for RNG. And there was also first phase, but they didn't really address it at all. Gonna be a problem. He's very close to his hood already. Once that's up, even the Ember Spirit won't be able to mount any sort of gank. Shylock?
Huh? Getting chased. D-Stones.
His Eclipse.
Do they have the lockdown? No. No way to stop him from TPing out. Red Panda is only level 3 at this point. D-Stones had already used his Searing Chains.
Nobody can stop this Timber Saw right now.
No, he's free to do whatever he wants at the moment. And the net
He's hitting
worths
the T2
are
tower.
top 3, all MagMa.
Yeah. He is TPing top now to defend that tower. Very important to not lose early. Ah, they need levels on Radiant. They probably need the home diving Lion.
Yeah, they want the Lion once again. They'll get the kill on Mian Mian. Need to be careful that the sweep doesn't land. Lucent Beam Eclipse, and there's the sweep. They'll get the kill on the D-Stones.
Oh, he killed him!
They also rotated over Dust. He stayed a little bit too long. Red Panda also dies, and that's 2 kills here for the Luna.
Red Panda kind of just killed him. He could have remnanted out and not taken half of that Eclipse damage. Maybe he still dies, but definitely not the RNG I was expecting in terms of just communication, gameplay, execution. They have a Terrorblade to fall back on to the late game, but this is not the start we're looking for at all.
TB's not really farming up and away past the cores of MagMa, where sometimes you do see a TB back into the jungle and find all this opportunity in terms of getting farm.
Yeah, he's popping meta again. Just to farm more efficiently in the jungle, but there aren't many camps left, so Metamorphosis seems pretty wasted as well. Like you see, now there's no camps left, and that's it. D-Stone's only level 7. Oh, he's so on the level.
He really just got destroyed in that lane.
Yeah, and then his rotations didn't pay off. What is TA? TA is 11. Ember just reached 8.
Yeah.
It's such a massive difference.
He's got a double damage though. Maybe D-Stones can get something done with that. Coming around the back is TZY to mess with this Ember.
And he's still got the Vessel queued up, which is gonna be so late. Like by the time he finishes Vessel, maybe the Timber already has Kaya Sanj.
And they may not even get the charges for that Vessel.
He still has 1 right now, but
got 1, but you might use that on your next engagement, and if you don't get a kill with that, or if you're too far behind, that 1 charge for your Spirit Vessel may not be enough.
Winter's close to 6 though, and Hoodwink just reached hers as well. So they do have some plays now. But the Hood Timber Saw, I still don't think you can touch him. Finger, Eclipse.
Oh man, Eclipse again on a D-Stones. Shylock getting credit again for that kill onto the Ember. Just staying a little bit too long, or maybe feeling forced to stay in a position like that.
Radiant's top tower is under
It just feels really bad right now to be
Radiant structures are
RNG.
scanning.
But again, the Terrorblade is having a decent game. It's not like he's shut down. But the win condition is still there.
Right. Oh, they're moving in on
Wait, they got him?
to this Luna, and they got the Winter's Curse. They'll bring over the
Thunder?
Ember. Shylock, he's gonna die here. They've got the Cooling Blade and Flyby getting a lot of gold for that.
And TB on the other side,
TB,
though,
he's getting run down, and there's the trap. Does not have Sunder, does not have any wand charges, and he does not have any life left. He'll get killed by the Meld Strike of Dust.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, both carries getting caught red-handed,
Are fortified.
which should never really happen because it's called a dead lane for a reason. You should not be there. Let's say you Timbersaw's lane and you Axis lane. You being there basically just puts yourself at risk. Both of them get punished, which at least it's a lesson learned.
Eventually a lesson learned, at least.
Hopefully. And Timbersaw is actually going straight into the Lotus Orb, seeing that the Ember is building into a vessel. And he's farming very deep again. A line rotation could potentially kill him once more. They're
I'll
pinging
blame
out the
TZY.
Ember. I think they can kill
Might
him
be
if they
able to
bring
get him.
everybody.
They have to hit the Sharpshooter, though.
Yeah.
Cutting him off at the pass will be this Ember. Sleight of
He should
Fist,
be
Searing
dead.
Chains, Bushwhack, Sharpshooter coming in now. So they've got the call. They shoot up the damage. The Battle Hunger with the break. Ooh, early Culling Blade, which causes him to put that on cooldown. But that is 5 heroes to get that kill. And, you know, with that 6 on Felix Chaba, it really does make it feel like they can do this by killing the Timber. The question is now the rest of the field, which things get a little bit more difficult on, especially with Dust having such a good game.
Yeah. He's very close to his Desolator already. Previously picked up his Blink Dagger.
Ooh, finger
Watch the
on
finger.
the Felix.
Even the Lion is so close to his Blink already. Red Panda.
Winter's Curse. First Splitter. So
Watch
her
the
Splitter
disc
gets the
going
kill,
through the
and
floor.
Winter's Curse is...
This new cosmetic. That looks sick. But
Yeah,
is the
it looks
Minotaur
great.
gone? And a whole
Yeah.
lot more pressure on the map now.
Has fallen.
Keystone's close to this vessel. We'll have it in a second.
Dire's
How's
top
Timber
tower
looking?
is under attack.
He has a Sanj, so no dispel on him just yet.
And this
Not very
TV is
tanky
going
anymore.
for Scotty.
Yeah. I mean, Skadi is
See
the
how
best
quickly
item
he
he can
gets
go
it.
for.
Yeah.
But not going Manta is, or Sanj Yasha, can potentially backfire as well. Because right now he's very squishy. 1200 health. Very squish.
Blessing.
Again, Hoodwink wants to make a move.
Never mind, he is going to the Manta.
Are scanning.
They have
Yeah,
the Blink
Hoodwink
Dagger now on
Axe.
Flyby.
Mm-hmm. Luna is very
Again, the
close to
control-
BKB.
The control is there to where
Are scanning.
you know, Hoodwink should get a full duration Sharpshooter every single time.
Yeah, which is going to be very vital from the bursting down any targets. But
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Very
Goes to a
deep
Veil
smoking.
first.
yeah, just more damage. They just need more damage, more
Yeah.
damage, more damage. There's going to be an Arcane Rune for the Ember Spirit. The next team fight is going to be very telling. Like if MagMa wins that one, they're in a fantastic position, maybe can even take the Roche off that. But if they lose, then the Terrorblade might become an overwhelming force again.
Structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
I'm looking at
Radiant's bottom
other jobs
tower is
already.
under attack.
Yeah, it's was nice knowing you, dude.
Is under attack. Dire's
Will somebody update my Wikipedia when it happens?
I'll do it.
to retired.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Forcibly retired.
Dire's middle tower is
Made a panel prediction he could not hold.
Yeah. Said, if I lose this one, I'm gonna retire for no reason. Next on the menu is Roshan. Oh, they caught the
They
Titan.
found the Elder Titan. And Sharpshooter, it doesn't look like enough damage. Winter's Curse, oh! Coiling Blade, not going to be enough. They get the kill on a Kaz, they'll use the finger, they get the kill on a Flyby in return. And now they attempted a TP, but the Earth Spike is there. Make it a second. Red Panda's dead too.
And that's a Roche.
First Aegis should be in the hands of MagMa. Most certainly.
To the TA.
Dire's top
Luna has her Bkop already, so she's very survivable. And now all they're gonna do is really pressure the map a lot. Like, don't give Terrorblade space to farm. You have everything you need right now to start pressuring.
I think they have the opportunity to get kills here on RNG, but they just should not have went with that minimum. Like, it has to be S5, it feels like. Call for the run. Bushwhack does land, but here comes this Lion. And the Cold Embrace doesn't save Flyby. They have the Whirling Jet to get the kill to Felix Chalba. And now D-Stone's going in with the Sleight of Fist. He'll get the kill to Miam, but he's been swept up. Do they have more for this? They certainly do, but not enough just yet. Sleight of Fist Searing Chains coming through and hitting onto the Luna.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The losing
Continuing to
the
farm
mini
is
stun
the
talent
TB, though.
almost killed the Ember. He died in 1 second stun. But as I said, TB is keeping the lanes pushed very well. And he's farming up a
Radiant's top
storm.
tower is under attack.
Until it's Scotty though,
Radiant's top
he won't be
tower
very
has
scary.
fallen.
Looking scary for RNG Bkop.
It is. Down about 10,000 gold.
They're staring down the barrel.
Yep. Very, very much so. And I am going to apply here, put in my information.
Yeah. Where to exactly?
I'm not sure.
Or just a different job?
League of Legends.
Okay, that's fair. Another MOBA. I'm sure they'll be happy to have you. What's Axe's item progression? Blade Mail.
Blade Mail.
Interesting. Oh.
Quick kill on a Red
Panda?
Panda. Dust.
More like
Blowing him up.
Dead Panda. Oh,
10K
this game is
lead here for MagMa. This game feels so far out of favor for RNG. Like, they're going to need a big defense. And they
very
still
big
need
defense.
to really wait for this Scotty.
Is under attack.
Yeah. They need MagMa to overstep and then punish that. so hard to do at this point. Like, Axe doesn't feel tanky at all.
Dire's
Ember Spirit just gets blown up in a Lucent Beam stun almost. And he got hexed.
middle tower is under attack.
Ember is gone.
Oh God, D-Stone's getting killed by Shylock again. It just is not looking good for D-Stones at all. This is a hero that he's normally pretty good with, and he's just not found many openings at all.
Yeah, after his laning phase, like Dust kind of just destroyed him. And then he tried to have some rotations, but it never. Like he just didn't find any proper rotations. Like he was always there, but then he had to go back to mid lane. Couldn't really jungle because Terrorblade was taking that one. It's tough when you're on the back foot with such greedy carry heroes.
Yeah.
But then again, you probably don't expect to be behind that much either, because Ember TA is not that bad for Ember at all.
But yeah, he found himself in such a poor position.
Yeah. Bkop down on TA now. So she can't get sundered anymore.
A
It's
2,300
double
gold
BKB.
needed for TB on the
Tower
Scotty.
is under attack.
Yeah, but they have Lotus Orb 2 BKBs already, so that means there's already 3 heroes that can't be a Sunder target. At least while they're
Bottom tower is
under
under
the
attack.
effects of items. Terrorblade is still farming well, but it's not the problem. Just Flyby and D-Stones are falling so far behind.
It's just him. It's just him being able to do things at the moment, and that is really the problem. Bushwhack, Veil, Sharpshooter. It does a good amount of damage, but it's just not enough. You've got Dust coming in, and they will get the kill onto Felix once again.
K
BKB
lead
for
now.
D-Stones. We'll see how much that makes a difference.
Yeah. And usually the way he dies is he gets instant hexed before he gets the BKB off, even, so... Let's see how quick he is on the fingers, or rather on his map awareness. Lion is still a very hard Ember Spirit counter. Aegis has been reclaimed though, so there is a window of opportunity for RNG potentially.
I just don't know if now Scotty, with how far ahead MagMa are, if that's going to be the game-changing item. It's usually a big power spike for the TB, but
Dire are scanning.
I don't really see it being that much of a game changer.
Yeah, this next fight is going to be very important. But they already know it, they are just waiting on the high ground. They're 100% sure that RNG is smoked up, and that is exactly the case. And Red Panda's gone.
Hex, Meld Strike, 3-shot here by Dust, and well, they're gonna try and go in on this, but Flyby being slapped, right clicked up by Dust, and now trying to run. They've got the Sharpshooter that gets the kill on a Man, but the Meld Strike takes out Flyby. They bought back on the Winter Wyvern. They do have that Winter's Curse to work with, and G-Stones, yeah, he's going the other way. He's TPing back to base.
Yeah, committed his BKB to kill the Lion. And it's a decent kill, but they lose the axe, they lose the buyback on Red Panda. This game is looking very bad. He gets caught up by a trap, but no follow-up. What do you do now if you're RNG? You're just stuck in your own base. Every time you leave, you get punished.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Is this game perhaps too far out of
14,000
reach?
net worth lead. Yeah, it is very far in their favor. And D-Stone's caught again, remnant away. They'll survive it all. But again, that pressure is mounting, and
Tower is falling.
God King is close. He's getting there. It's almost got
Yep,
the Scotty
100
as they're
gold.
starting to push the high ground.
Lion is in the neighborhood there though, so if God King isn't careful,
Ooh, Red Panda, TZY getting yet another kill.
I gotta say, Red Panda looked a lot better individually in Elephant.
This
Like-
game, it feels like or really this series, he really just hasn't done much at all.
Yeah, like in Elephant he felt so impactful. Breaking smokes left and right, really good warding. Terrorblade, they know he's there.
Oh dear.
Oh, nice
Blink
initiation.
call coming through. That's nice. Bushwhack in. Man dead, but the sweep is out onto the TB. They'll throw the Sharpshooter over onto the Elder Titan. They'll get the kill there on a flyby, but the Eclipse, God King, Sunder on a Dust. It's not looking like enough. They've got the Chakram, the Eclipse on top of God King. They'll get the kill. He's dead for 50 seconds. He just bought that Scotty, and with the fight taking place in the top lane, unfortunately, Creep's not pushing past them. And won't really have such an opportunity to push out.
Yeah, we haven't really spoken about it, but the axe pickup on Luna this game, because of how ahead they are, the Terrorblade just got blown up, through a Sunder even. Like they took out 2 of his health bars, no problem. How much damage is that on a single target unit? 12 beams, 400 damage. It's 4.8k damage. BKB is nowhere to be seen on the Terrorblade. On the axe even. They're so far away. 18k down now, and they're on the verge of being eliminated by MagMa. Nobody had MagMa on their radar, including
No.
myself.
I think the way that they played into the DPC was not what we were expecting for them to do at all.
Like, they upgraded. I still think that draft should get punished much more severely. And probably when they play Elephant, or potentially even eHome, they will get more punished. But this game, they're absolutely owning it.
All right, I've got this pause chance to look for other jobs.
Yeah.
Move back in with my mom.
Moving with me, no
gosh.
problem. Come back to Romania, bro.
I'm down. I'm
My
down.
apartment can house 2 people.
I'll take the couch.
But you will have to pass the test first.
All right, what's this test?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh. I was going to
You
study.
have to pass it blindly.
You're going to remove my eyes?
Remove your
The hell?
eyes. No.
Yes, that's how I'll have to do it blindly.
Well, we're not talking about literal stuff here. Well, what is the comeback avenue for RNG? Must be a deep base fight where MagMa
Yeah.
like overcommits, overextends. But I feel if MagMa just plays their cool, or plays the game down calmly rather, it should be pretty done and dusted.
Very done and dust.
Id.
Yeah. I'll have to see.
They're looking good. They're looking great.
Yeah, they're
RNG?
looking really good.
Yep, they're gonna need some BKBs. Terrorblade, very far away from his though.
They're going to
Those
need some
axe.
time.
Yeah, are they gonna get that
down
time
as
though?
much as stuff. It doesn't look like it. The pressure should be mounting.
Oh, look at that. Arcane rune on
Having
Luna.
Aegis on Dust, and now over bottom, call Blade Mail, Sharpshooter. They get the kill to Mian Mian again, but every time he seems to be the sacrificial lamb. They've got the Cold Embrace, but it's not going to keep Flyby alive. And now the Lucent Beam and the Meld Strike on a Red Panda. That'll be 2 more right by the tier 3 bot, but with mid pushing in.
Yeah, it's time to knock on Heaven's door. Hello there. What do you got to defend with? Not
Sleight of
much.
Fist.
All right, we'll be taking this tower then.
Bushwhack, Glyph, all coming through. TZY with the Essence Ring just standing his ground. MagMa trying to eliminate RNG. A lot of the people who watch his favorites were RNG, thinking that they could get by and qualify for TI. But now the racks are going down and the glaives are bouncing.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Yep.
They're gonna
It's
look
not a
bottom
rehearsal,
immediately.
guys. RNG is actually down 1 game. Or rather, it's 1-1 apiece. If they lose this one, they're out. Not a test. Not a drill.
This is not a test.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Repeating. This is not a drill. Serious business.
Repeating. This is not a test.
That was great.
And they're just postured forward.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Like, there's no way, or it looks like there's no way to potentially stop this. And now they're going to go in Bushwhack.
Well, thanks
On
for
a
the heals, as
TZY.
Timber saw.
Yeah, thank you for the reactive armor. I continue to hold on to this as I'm going for a heart, making myself unkillable.
Just using the flamethrower on the tower. It looks so silly.
Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, Hex.
Oh,
and
D-Stone's
the
gone!
Finger, D-Stone's immediate buyback. Tier 3 is gone. They've got themselves the Winter's Curse. It's onto the Luna, but is it going to be enough? Bushwhack onto 2, Sleight of Fist, BKB all coming in, but they've eaten the cheese and they'll get the kill on a Felix. It's all crumbling for RNG as MagMa move in to put their dagger into the hearts and dreams of RNG. Flyby only surviving a second longer thanks to the fact that they had themselves the Cold Embrace. You've got Dust low, but it's not going to matter. He's got himself an Aegis. They'll get the kill on a God King. 4 heroes down to the side of RNG, all without buyback. MagMa, they will get the GG call from
That's it.
RNG. They will move on to the lower bracket finals, and they will go on for another day.
Woo! And they beat Terrorblade. I think that Hero was, if not unbeaten, had a very high win rate in this tournament. They managed to crack the code. That is Terrorbladus. Well played. I honestly underestimated them. I really did. Mostly based on my own personal experience I've had with them in the 2 seasons. But they came in prepared. They're ready. You know, and RNG was a team that challenged Elephant. And MagMa just beat them. I don't know if RNG perhaps was just not ready, prepared for today maybe, mentally, I don't know. They didn't look as strong as yesterday, but MagMa gave it to them.
Yeah, it's MagMa have done a very good job to move on to the lower bracket finals. And yeah, they won 2-1. Nobody clipped anything before this. That was great. And I guess you and Luke will be back with the panel after this short break. We'll be right back.
See you soon.